It is Monday, the 11th of March, and here is what I did as the owner of a tropical fish store. First and foremost, on a Monday, get through all of our orders when it comes to the plants that we need to order in for the week. This is today's list, or this week's list, a little bit bigger than last week, which is nice. And then we get through feeding out some live baby brine shrimp. This is a pretty good hatch, I'm pretty happy with it. Nice and ooey, gooey, sticky icky. All of the fish are going to love this, especially the pea puffers. Next, before the shop opened, I got out and about and went and picked up a whole bunch of poly boxes. It's fantastic knowing he's getting another shot at life and they're not going to get wasted. Picked up 15 or so of them to get out a few fish orders this afternoon. Then I jumped off to Opal and got a air bottle filled up so all of our fish bags get filled up with air. And then it was off to the local bin inn to pick up a few glass jars so we could send out our vinegar agricultures. Man, my words aren't working so well. Got back and noticed that this sponge filter wasn't quite sponging. So it was time for Detective Cam to get on the case to get it worked out. Pulled it apart, cleaned it out, realised that the air line was still bubbling away quite nicely. When I put the clean sponge back on, it was still doing it. So that tells me something is not quite right with the sponge. Took the sponge off and it was still doing it. So we can eliminate the sponge now. It's cleaned and removed. Pulled it apart some more. Took off the base and everything was bubbling nicely, as we can see here. Slowly but surely, Detective Cam is getting this sorted. Put the sponge back on, left the base off, and we are bubbling nicely. Very, very nicely even. As soon as I put my thumb over the hole, it went back to nothing. Right, we've got an issue with something going on down the hole under the sponge. Detective Cam is on the case. I forgot about it for about 25 minutes, half an hour, put it back together, and it worked. Voila! There you go. All you need to do to fix every problem in life is just forget about it. See? Just like that. How good. Right. Because of my absolutely poor designing of our system, from time to time, some of the outlets in our sales tank don't work, and they need a good squirting from the air hose that comes out of an air bottle. Pew, 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 pew. Look at it go. Just like that, it is like magic again. Lots of water flowing through. Fantastic. Got that one sorted. Bit of maintenance. Here we go. And this Friday, we are speaking to one of my favourite fish keepers of all time. We are speaking to Braxton. I'd highly encourage you to jump on YouTube or Facebook at 8 o'clock this morning and check us out while we are live. Being that it's Monday, we have Cepheus Maximus, the one and only Cephatron, comes in every Monday, gets some work done, doing his good stuff. First off, he was feeding the fish, and he comes along and he gets all the algae off, cleans up the tanks really well, does a phenomenal job. Another one of his jobs is to mix up some rapashi. So we've got the Agapo Explorer here and the Superworm, and here he is mixing it up, chatting away, talking about fish, loving life. Love your work, Safio. Thanks for being you. Good times, mate. The rest of the afternoon was spent packing up orders. Unfortunately, didn't quite get them all out because of the treacherous roads at the moment. Massive roadworks. The courier came in early. But this is the aftermath of a massive packing session where I was incredibly stressed and incredibly frantic. There is junk everywhere. The floors are wet. The lids were off. Nets were left everywhere. There is so much water on the floor, it's not funny, but at least water dries overnight. We got, like I said, pretty much all of the orders out other than a couple I couldn't quite get there for the courier. Just got it done, left tank lids open, just caught fish, made it happen. Just had to do what we had to do. And this is the aftermath from out the back. Not as bad as what it could have been, but it's still pretty messy. I'm going to leave this one till tomorrow because I'm absolutely cooked and I just cannot bring myself to cleaning this one up, so that's tomorrow's job. Notice that some of these containers are getting low, so we topped them up as well, and you may have noticed that one of those containers got way more methylene blue in it, because I pulled some green 7 eggs the other day. Still haven't got around to getting this fry out into the other tank. Way too cooked today, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. And I'm absolutely adamant that there was fry in here the other day. I don't think my eyes are that far gone, but I haven't seen a single one in there since, so maybe there wasn't. The bronze corridors are absolutely loving their life in the Ivan McColgy tank. We just feed them out a bit of Dr. Baslier's. I love how they're foraging through this. It's really giving me a supernatural vibe, so I'm absolutely digging it. And if I've ever needed an afternoon coffee, it's today. Have a good one, happy fish keeping, and catch you later.